So I'm outside because they say it's gonna storm, and it does look pretty yucky. The clouds are pretty low. The wind has kicked up a little bit. So I think what I'm gonna talk to you guys a lot about, look, the weather just looks crappy. Ugh. I don't like this, and it makes me feel horrible because I love walking. And I might try, even though I hate to get on the trails though and it starts to pour. But I think it's going to be time to transition from walking a lot outside. I'm not giving up walking. Even when it's snowing, I'm planning on walking. But I don't want to be caught out in a storm, and we're under storm warnings. And as you can see, and probably hear, the wind is really starting to pick up. It's really cold, and it doesn't look very nice. So, preparing yourself mentally to switch from outside walking, which I've been doing for months and have really built up my stamina, to now facing that I'm probably going to have to do workouts in the house and change up my routine. And routine changes when you are on a good trek can be very altering in your weight loss journey. So, and they can be very difficult. They can throw you off. They can make you feel like you don't want to do what you need to do because you're not doing what you know works and what you've been doing and what you've been in a routine. And for whatever reason, human beings are very routine, and it's very hard to change the routines when you're used to one. So it's the beginning of a new routine. So I think today is going to be my very first time in about a long time. Long time. So we're going to walk, but we're going to do Leslie Sansong in the house today. So, on this supposedly yucky day that was supposed to happen today, we were supposed to have rain all day, which we did yesterday, but I still went and walked. I had a beautiful adventure yesterday I'm going to be sharing with you in this video. I was planning on, again, staying home and doing Leslie Sansong, but it turned out to be an absolute gorgeous day. So I'm in the car with the boy, and we're going to take advantage of this and go walking. But what I wanted to talk to you guys about is mentally and, physically preparing for change. And there is definitely change coming with the seasons. So I'm mentally preparing, but I'm taking advantage of all of the beautiful days. So we're going walking. So, change of plans real quick. There's something seriously wrong with my car. I'm going to see if you guys can't hear it. I'm going to get quiet for a minute. This is awful. It sounds like my tire is rubbing or something. So I had to go drop the dog off. I could feel that in the steering wheel. I gotta drop the dog off and go take this back into town and see if I can't find out what's wrong with my car. It's such a beautiful day. I'm gonna go on a hike. But I can't drive my car like this, so I gotta do what I gotta do. I hope you guys can hear that, because like, I'm not going crazy. Like, I'm not going crazy, right? Oh my god, it's really hard to turn. Something is really wrong with my car. So, change of plans! Look at this tree, isn't it beautiful? And I want to be in the woods, but it doesn't look like that's happening. So, I've been sitting in there for an hour. There's my car. Still sitting here. This one's gonna be a while. So, I just called my son to see if he would come pick me up, because I have a feeling it's gonna be a few hours. So, my beautiful day, that I was gonna go hiking and take this beautiful day and spend it outside, because we're gonna have very few and far between of these now that we're like 3 days away from November 1st. I don't have a car. But things can be worse. I just hope they get her fixed, whatever's wrong with her. So hopefully my son will be here soon to pick me up. I can at least go home. I've been sitting in there for over an hour. But things like this happen, and you just gotta roll with the punches, right? Hello there, guys. It is the next morning. Yesterday was crazy with the cars. It was just nuts. But I did get my car back. And what had happened was they needed spin balanced, because the front driver and passenger side, the wheel was coming off the rim. He was saying it was like 3.5 inches on one and 4.25 on the other. And that's what that noise and the wobbling was about. So when I did pick it up late last night and drove it, the wobbling and all that it's 100% better than it was yesterday. Yesterday was scary. But I need new brakes. So I already kind of knew that. So I think that's going to happen Saturday. But today, speaking of cars, this morning I have to go pick up my mom because her blinkers and everything don't work in her car. So I got to go meet her to pick her up. And speaking of my mom, because this is what I really wanted to talk to you guys about, is, for instance, I'm going to walk you to, my house is dark because of the weather. I'm gonna have to leave here soon to go get my mom, but today we are under severe storm warning and storm warnings and high wind advisories. So today is like a crapola day. It's not super cold, but the storm warnings, and I keep getting alerts for these high wind advisories. So it is not promising out. So this is what I wanted to talk to you guys about, is making the transition physically and mentally to continue with your workout, especially if you're a walker like myself, to prepare for the winter and the cold months. So speaking of my mom, oh, I don't know why my camera looks like that. Hold on. There we go, much better. Blessed me with a stepper. How about that? So here's one of my preparations for the upcoming changing of the season. So I got myself a stepper, I have weights, and I have kettlebell. Now I have a stepper, and of course there's good old YouTube. And YouTube is usually loaded with, walking into darkness, my house is so dark. YouTube is usually loaded with exercise videos. One of them being one of my favorites is Leslie Sansone, because you can still continue to walk, and I think walking is a fantastic way to exercise. But like I showed you in my last video, if you have not caught that one, I look ridiculous and emotional eating. I showed you how loose my clothes and things are, and it's one of the things that happens when you have to lose, a very large amount of weight. And even though I'm about, I guess I could say I'm halfway there. I'm almost at 150-pound weight loss, but I still got 150 to go. But after losing 150, I'm definitely noticing in my body flab. Now, my main source of exercise primarily has been walking. So my legs feel a little toned, and my bad leg that I have lymphedema in it, even in my pictures, I try to find a picture where my leg was really, really bad and I had to wrap it daily. And my pictures now, my leg with lymphedema almost looks absolutely normal. It almost looks like my other one, which is a fantastic perk to losing weight. Because that leg used to bother me a lot. But I am noticing that I'm getting rashes, and I have an excess of skin already, and I'm just halfway through my weight loss journey here. I'll give you an example. One place I've noticed a lot, even when I hold my arms. Do you see the rash right there? Because when I'm at a relaxed position, that skin actually folds twice. It folds twice now because I got some loose skin. And I'm getting rashes in my arms, and my thighs are really bad. Up higher, like by your vajayjay. I have a lot of loose skin right there. So in my mind, I'm going to transition from, okay, now I've walked all summer. I can walk well over 3 miles. My lung capacity and my endurance is pretty strong right now. So what I'm going to switch and focus on, because that was my focus for the summer. My summer focus was to get miles, lung capacity built, not be out of breath, not be in pain walking. And I have achieved that. So now that we're going to be a little bit more closed in, not that I'm going to quit walking because, you know, it may be cold, but if it's not icing or snowing or nothing, I'm going to walk. But my focus is going to be toning and doing some weight training and steppers and things of that nature. So my focus is going to switch, which is a great thing because now I've set new goals and I don't feel defeated. I know many people, and I am one of them, suffer with, you know, seasonal depression. And for me, when winter hits, it can be so hard because I am a nature freak. I feel like I have to be outside every day. I love getting lost in the woods. I love walking. I just need the outside. So, and winters here where I live in western Pennsylvania, southwestern Pennsylvania, are harsh. They are long. They are 6 to 7 months. They are long. They are harsh. They are frigid, and the weather is nuts. You could wake up in the morning and it'd be 50 degrees, and by the time you're going to bed, you got 2 feet of snow and it's 20. See, I'm dead serious. Not to keep talking on and on and on. So the point of my video was just to tell you guys, you know, if you're watching this video and you're obviously, you know, you're here for either inspiration or you got your own weight loss journey going on, whatever the case may be, we're buddies, we're friends. I'm so glad that you guys are here. And so many of you send me your own personal like testimonials and pictures and things. I so appreciate that. Don't ever be afraid to do that because you inspire me too. And that is so important on this journey. Remember, I told you it's not a sprint, it's a journey. And it is very important to be inspired, but it's also very important to keep yourself motivated. So as the seasons are changing here and things are going to have to switch, just prepare yourself mentally and physically. Purchase yourself some weights, get a stepper, whatever the case may be, to prepare yourself to continue on your journey, and don't let the seasonal change. And like I'm in a very routine of walking every day, my steps, my water, this is all the things I calculate. You know, I'm very routine in this. This is what I count on, and it's about to change. So don't let the change of the seasons and how things are going to be different derail you in your journey, is the point that I'm trying to make. So mentally prepare yourself. Get a journal, write down your feelings, write down a plan, whatever the case may be, and prepare yourself for change so that you're not derailed. And this time next year, you're starting over, or, You know, the holiday months are coming. We're going to be talking a lot about that because that's when people put on a lot of weight, and I totally understand. And we're going to be talking a lot about that. So there are some good things coming. So I'm just here today to encourage you. My long-winded speech is just to encourage you to prepare yourself. Get ready for the change. Journal. Buy things for yourself. Don't treat yourself to food. Treat yourself to health. Get a stepper. Get a weights. Get kettlebells. Write down an exercise routine. Spend the afternoon trying to find fantastic exercise videos. There's tons of plus size exercise videos on YouTube. Make a list. Get it ready. And when things change, you'll be so much more prepared instead of overwhelmed. And that overwhelming feeling that feeling of being overwhelmed won't derail you from being a success in your weight loss journey. Okay, that's what I wanted to say to you this morning.
Hello.
Good morning. I could be in here forever. Look at that. Just beautiful. Oh, I love it. I love every minute of it. Being able-bodied is such a blessing. I missed out on this for years and years and years. I am deep in the woods and I love it. Oh my God. I'm so freaking happy right now.